Hello students, let us learn a new poem from your English textbook Honeycomb today. The name of the poem is Chivvy. The poet is Michael Wayne Rosen, who was born on 7th May 1946. He is a British children's author and poet who has written 140 books. Before we get into the poem, let us find out the meaning of the title of the poem. What does it mean, Chivvy? It means to tell someone repeatedly to do something. You know that grown-ups have a habit of always instructing children. They ask children to do something or not to do something else. They do mostly to teach children good manners. Yet, the fact is that most children don't like this habit of the elders. This poem, Chivvy, is a list of various do's and don'ts that the grown-ups dictate to children. The adults constantly give instructions to the children about how to sit, how to talk, how to eat, and so on. And this poem, however, indicates a passage of time when the young child has grown up and he is not capable of taking a decision on his own. The same adults then scold the grown-up child for not being able to think independently and to take decisions properly. Now let us learn the poem in detail, stanza-wise. Let us look at the first stanza. Stanza 1. Grown-ups say things like, speak up, don't talk with your mouth full, don't stare, don't point, don't pick your nose. The poem opens with a long list of instructions that the grown-ups give to the children. Who are grown-ups? The elders. These instructions are being issued by the elders or the adults to the younger ones. They say, don't speak up when you eat something, don't stare at or look at things the way you do, don't point your fingers. They also say, don't pick your nose. What is pick your nose? It is to remove nasal mucus. They say it is a bad or filthy habit. So, when children are about to do anything on their own, the grown-ups come with a lot of instructions which do not let the children do anything independently. Now let us see the second stanza of the poem. Sit up, say please, less noise, shut the door behind you, don't drag your feet, haven't you got a hanky, take your hands out of your pockets. This stanza of the poem continues with yet another set of instructions that are given to the children by elders. Each and every activity of the young child is directed and put under the observation of the grown-ups. The child is asked to sit up, make less noise. They command the child to shut the door. They instruct the child not to drag his feet, ask the child not to put his hands in his pocket. The list of instructions continues. Now look at the third stanza. Pull your socks up. Stand up straight, say thank you. Don't interrupt. No one thinks you are funny. Take your elbows off the table. Can't you make your own mind up about anything? In this last stanza also, the poet continues the list of instructions given to a child by grown-ups or the elders. Since the beginning of the poem till the end, we read a long list of instructions given to a child. It shows that since the beginning of the life of a child till the end of its life, the child is given instructions by the elders. The elders do not allow a child to take decisions on its own. It is always dictated or directed by the elders. And always they ask the child to do everything what they think is right. Not what the child thinks is right, but what the elders they think is right is always asked to be done by the child. Never in the life of a child he is given an opportunity to take decision by himself. Always the decision-making power is in the hands of elders. The child is not given any opportunity to make a decision by himself. And that's why he is unable to take decisions on himself when he grows up. It is a very serious mistake that the grown-up people they do. They never let a child to take decision by himself. The children should be given freedom to do things on their own. If they are given freedom to take decisions on their own, they will learn from their mistakes. If they do wrong, they realize it from their own mistakes, from their own experience. and that will be helpful for them to take decisions when they grow up. Look at these last two lines of the poem. These lines of the poem show that perhaps the young child has grown up. However, the adults around him continue to scold him. But this time it is for a different reason. Now the child is grown up and he is not able to take a decision by himself. And for being unable to take decision by himself when he grew up, the elders or the grown up people, they are scolding him even when he is grown up. Why this grown up child is not able to take a decision by himself? Because he is not certain about things. He is not certain about anything, because every time when he was about to do anything in his childhood, he was dictated, he was directed by the elders. And he thought that always he will be assisted by these elders. And that's why he did not learn to make decisions by himself. He depended on the elders always. It is quite ironical, as the entire childhood of this child was spent blindly following the instructions of the elders or the grown-up people. And when he grew up, he failed to take decisions correctly because he doesn't know what is wrong and what is right. So it is the responsibility of the elders to let the children to take decisions on their own, so that they will learn everything by doing by themselves, which will be helpful for them when they grow up. That's all the poem. Now read the poem in a textbook and watch the video repeatedly. Then answer all the questions given under the heading Working with the Poem. Then send it to my WhatsApp number before 5 p.m. today. Thank you for watching.